One of them was, a woman would get in the car.
She's already in the car?
She's in the car. Let's say she's always in the car. We're driving down the road, and she wants to see my ID.
In your vehicle?
Yeah, so every time I opened up my wallet, there would be a picture of my son on one side, behind my ID. There's my ID. I hide my name, flip it over, and there's my ID and my son's picture on the back side. And they'd see that, and that would lower any big defenses.
The only thing that would be better than that would be to have your son in the car with you. That would be a incredible ruse.
That happened once.
What happened?
It was July 18th, I think it was my brother's birthday. That weekend I picked up a woman on back highway, and Matthew was next to me in the seat, and she hopped in and into an area, and my son was there, and I killed her. I'm real sure my son didn't see it, but that only happened one time.
The Green River Killer. Welcome to the chilling depths of true crime, where we embark on a harrowing journey into the grim world of the Green River Killer. Prepare yourself for an unrelenting exploration of the twisted mind of Gary Ridgway, an embodiment of pure malevolence responsible for a reign of terror that sent shockwaves through the Seattle area. Brace yourselves as we delve into one of the most prolific and haunting serial killer investigations in U.S. history. In the 1980s and extending into 2001, a sinister presence haunted the city as the bodies of numerous women began to surface along the banks of the Green River. Gary Ridgway, the man who would become infamously known as the Green River Killer, lurked within the shadows, perpetrating heinous acts of violence against his unsuspecting victims. The city became a hunting ground, and the once tranquil river transformed into a grim testament to his dark desires.
Mr. Ridgway, there are people here that hate you. I'm not one of them. You've made it difficult to live up to what I believe, and it is what God says to do, and that's to forgive. You are forgiven, sir.
Ridgway's crimes were marked by a chilling pattern. He targeted vulnerable women, often engaging in sex work or struggling with addiction, exploiting their vulnerabilities to feed his insatiable lust for control and domination. He stalked his victims, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike, his sadistic urges propelling him into a frenzy of unspeakable acts.
Mr. Ridgway, how do you plead to the charge of aggravated murder in the first degree, as charged in count 1 for the death of Wendy Lee Caulfield?
Guilty.
How do you plead to the charge of aggravated murder in the first degree, as charged in count 2?
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
The magnitude of the investigation that followed was staggering, as law enforcement agencies grappled with the sheer scale of Ridgway's atrocities. The relentless pursuit of justice consumed the efforts of dedicated investigators, each victim representing a painful reminder of the urgency to apprehend the Green River Killer. Families were shattered, communities gripped by fear, and an entire region held hostage by the shadow of a merciless predator.
You had said your memory, when it comes to all of the women you took, was gone. Our memory is not. In your words, you said that they didn't mean anything to you, but she meant everything to us.
She was a mother, she was a wife, she was a sister, and we miss her.
I wish for him to have a long, suffering, cruel death.
He's gonna go to hell, and that's where he belongs.
Ridgway's cunning and ability to evade capture for years added to the torment inflicted upon the victims' families. But the relentless determination of law enforcement, bolstered by advances in forensic technology and a tenacious pursuit of justice, would eventually close in on the predator. In a chilling moment of reckoning, Ridgway was confronted with the weight of his sins, his true nature exposed to the world. The subsequent legal proceedings offered a glimpse into the dark heart of the Green River Killer. The courtroom became a stage for the clash between good and evil, as the enormity of Ridgway's crimes unfolded before a captivated audience. The testimony of survivors and the anguished pleas of the victims' families laid bare the devastation wrought by his insidious acts, leaving an indelible mark on the collective conscience.
And Mr. Ridgway, the state has charged you with 48 counts of aggravated murder in the first degree and the second amended information. Did you personally read that document, or did your lawyers read it to you?
I read it and they read it to me.
Before we proceed any further, are there any additional questions that you'd like to ask of any of your lawyers?
No.
Do you feel that you've had enough time to discuss the consequences of pleading guilty to 48 counts of aggravated murder in the first degree?
Yes, I have.
So what I'm telling you is that once you plead guilty, that's the end of this case. The only thing that remains is for sentencing to take place and for you to begin serving your sentence. You understand that, sir?
Yes, I do.
And you also understand that the sentence will be life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or early release.
Yes, I do.
So this hearing, Mr. Ridgway, is your last chance to say that you did not commit these 48 counts of aggravated murder in the first degree. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Ridgway, you and your lawyers are free to leave at this point in time. Everyone else is directed to remain in court.
Ultimately, Ridgway was convicted of multiple counts of murder, forever etching his name into the annals of infamy. The justice system acknowledged the depth of his depravity, and he would spend the remainder of his life behind bars. However, his monstrous legacy, the pain and suffering he inflicted, would forever haunt the memories of those touched by his wickedness. The chilling saga of the Green River Killer serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the capacity for evil that resides within the human soul. It stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who seek justice, tirelessly pursuing answers for the victims and their grieving loved ones.
It's like he didn't have any remorse at all for what he had done. You know, he'd killed so many people, he didn't remember who they were, what they looked like. I just couldn't believe that somebody could kill all those people and not remember them.
And I want you to turn around and just scan the audience right now. Mr. Ridgway, those are the family and friends of the people that you killed. The reason I had Mr. Ridgway turn around was to make sure that he had a chance to see visually what the impact was and have an impression upon his mind as he went down into a cell, and to keep that with him for the balance of his life.
As we embark on this treacherous journey, let us bear witness to the profound darkness that exists within humanity. Together, we confront the chilling depths of Gary Ridgway's crimes, shining a light on the darkest recesses of the human psyche. Let us honor the memory of the victims, their lives extinguished far too soon by unraveling the twisted legacy of the Green River Killer, forever etching their stories into the annals of true crime.